Hi everyone, it's me, AMARIJAZZ, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a costume analysis of Avatar, The Way of Water. If you're interested, keep watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those post notifications and stick around for more. Cameron's Avatar, The Way of Water, the costume design goes far beyond visual appeal. Pandora, a moon orbiting the planet 4.4 light years away from Earth, is home to deeply spiritual tribes who live in harmony with nature, guided by Awa, the life force that connects all living things. The Na'vi have lived on this moon long before humans, or sky people, ever arrived, and their ways are heavily inspired by real-world indigenous communities. The Matikaya, a forest clan, wear garments woven from rainforests, materials like feathers, shells, and plant fibers, each element rich with spiritual and social meaning. Feathers are awarded for acts of bravery or leadership. Shells symbolize wealth and status, and woven fabrics offer warmth and protection. Their clothing is storytelling. Infused with history, myth, and prayer. Meanwhile, the Metikana clan, who live by the coast, use ocean-based materials such as wood, plant life, and shells, all selected for their ability to withstand water and dive with natural dyes, inspired by pava shells and the hues of sunsets of the beach. Oranges, pinks, teals, and blues. Their hairstyles, often inspired by Polynesian traditions, reflect womanhood, spirituality, and social rules. Costume designer Deborah Scott began designing for the film in 2018, and every costume, though digitally rendered on screen, was 100% real. Made first for human scales so actors could understand how their outfits moved, especially underwater. The process was deeply technical. Physical garments were made, worn, and studied before being handed to digital artists for 3D modeling and virtual fittings. Even actors trained underwater to study how fabrics would move with currents. Over 10,000 designs were created at Weta Workshop to bring this vision to life. Across all clans, clothing marks clan affiliation, role, and spiritual connection. The Metikana leader, Tonowari, for example, wears a heavy mantle featuring a large tooth to show strength and leadership, while his daughter outfit is a visual extension of her personality and culture. The Na'vi also share a neural cue at the end of their braid, used to bond with animals and nature through the sacred Taselu connection, making their hair as meaningful as their clothing. All Na'vi, regardless of gender, contribute to their survival as hunters, gatherers, spiritual leaders, or warriors, and every clan includes about 300 members. They are born twice, once at birth and again in a coming-of-age ceremony that marks their transition into adulthood. These people are peaceful, artistic, and deeply connected to their environment, weaving not just clothes, but culture and identity into everything they wear. Costume design. The costume design of the Na'vi in Avatar, The Way of Water is a masterclass in naturalistic, culturally grounded world building. Made from organic materials like beads, feathers, leaves, shells, and woven fibers, every element of their clothing reflects a deep connection to nature. These costumes aren't just decorative, they're functional, minimalistic, and intentionally designed to allow ease of movement, which supports the Na'vi hunter-gatherer of Na'vi costume design is how it works in harmony with their iconic blue skin. Instead of covering their bodies, the clothing is designed to complement and accentuate their natural form, celebrating rather than hiding. The designers use negative space, purposely allowing the skin to act most like a canvas for paint, jewelry, and fabric to adorn rather than conceal. This design reinforces the Na'vi's connection to the natural world and their belief in unity with Awa, the life force that bends all living things. With each Na'vi clan shares similar cultural principles, their costumes vary to reflect their surroundings. The Mexicano, for example, wear brighter ocean-inspired hues and sleeker designs suited for swimming, while the Matikaya favor forest tones and layered textures for warmth and camouflage. Across all clans, the costume design tells a visual story, one of identity, tradition, and survival, rooted in nature and shaped by environment, making each outfit not just clothing, but a living expression of culture. Human, military, and scientific gear. The human, military, and scientific gear in Avatar: The Way of Water starkly contrast the Na'vi's organic, fluid nature, visually reinforcing the theme of disconnection from nature. While the Na'vi wear minimal, nature-based garments that blend into their environment, the humans are outfitted in bulky, industrialized gear that emphasizes dominance, control, and technology over harmony. Military uniforms are built with rigid camouflage, armor plates, and complex tech systems. Exosuits, oxygen masks that actually work, body armor and weapons, all designed for survival and enforcement in an alien world rather than coexistence. These harsh, high-tech aesthetics symbolize the human's militarized mindset and their internal conflict between human aggression and the natural world he's now biologically connected to, but mentally disconnected from. In contrast, the scientist's outfits, though lighter, still reflect formality and separation. Lab coats, utility vests, and data devices highlight their analytical approach to Pandora, treating the planet as a subject to study rather than a home. Together, the human designs convey rigidity, structure, and industrialization. Directly opposing, they reinforce the film's underlying message. While the Na'vi live with the land, the humans arrive to conquer it. The uniforms become visual metaphors of their worldview, armored exteriors that signal fear, control, and alienation from the very ecosystem they seek to dominate. Storytelling. In Avatar: The Way of Water, costume design plays a critical role in the film's larger narrative, symbolizing the ongoing conflict between nature and technology, harmony and control. For the Na'vi, every garment, adornment, and texture is an extension of their spirituality, identity, and deep realization with Awa, the sacred life force that unites all living things. Feathers, shells, woven fibers, and hand-painted designs do more than clothe the body. They tell stories of bravery, mark rites of passage, and visually express an individual's role with their clan. These materials are intentionally organic and sacred, crafted from the land and sea they live in, symbolizing a culture that exists in balance with nature. In stark contrast, human costumes are cold, rigid, and mechanical. Armored uniforms, digital gear, and sterile lab attire reflect a worldview rooted in control, domination, and separation. This bulkiness of military outfits loaded with weapons and tech gadgets represents humanity's alienation from Pandora and by extension from the natural world. Even when human characters attempt to inhabit Pandora's environment, like the recumbent soldiers in Na'vi bodies, their gear still clings to the industrial design of Earth's military machinery, visually highlight their inner disconnection. Na'vi wear their environment as part of their identity. The humans wear their fear of it. This symbolic divide reinforces the larger themes of the story. Nature as sacred and interconnected, technology as invasive and extractive. Ultimately, the costume design doesn't just enhance the visual world of Pandora, it deepens the emotional, ideological divide between those who seek to live with the planet and those who seek to control it. And that's my take on the costume analysis of Avatar: Way of Water. Comment down below some of your favorite costumes. What clan you like? Which clan do you prefer? The forest people or the sea people? Comment down below which one is your favorite. As always, like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. I'll see you in my next video.